Guys, today we have a very interesting video for you. I changed every single game of a Madden season to be the Tennessee Titans versus Cincinnati Bengals in Nashville, Tennessee. 255 games to be exact. We're going to be simulating each week to see, in the end, after 18 weeks, after 255 games, who's going to win this upcoming game. Last time we did this, the Rams actually came out with the victory, like they had more wins, and they ended up losing in real life. So, we're going to see how this ends up working out. I'm not saying this is science by any stretch of the imagination, but you can see how many games, and it's, again, 250 games, 55 games, guys. So let's see. Starting off right away, we have the correct rosters. Charlie Jones is out, Irv Smith's out for this game. Keem Davis-Gaither is questionable for this game. The Titans have 4 players officially out, so let's get right into week 1, and let's see how good week 1 does. I'm scared, kind of nervous. We went 9-7. Okay, so a lot closer than I expected us to go in the end there. Interestingly enough, Joe Burrow only threw for 461 yards in 16 games. He only threw for 461 yards and 3 tutties. Okay, our offense struggled immensely then. Wow. That's not good. Our offense very much struggled immensely in those games then, because if we only scored 461 yards in 16 games, that's a problem. Now, by the end of the season, we'll have some crazy stats, but starting off right away, that's not the way you want to start this game off. Let's go, boys. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. 17-15. Okay, so, again, another really kind of iffy week, I'll say. I'm actually going to fix my depth chart here. It is correct already. I'm just going to do this just in case. I like to do best team available just in case, EA messes up anything. But 17-15. All right. Week 3. Let's see how this ends up going. Come on, boys. 30-18. Okay, see, that's a lot better. Now we're taking off. Now I like this. The first 16 games was kind of a little shaky. Alright, so now it's getting more in our favor. I like this. This might be the most lopsided one yet. 56-22. Okay. Come on, EA. Give me something good here. We only won 10 games there. So what we go? We went 10-6. Which, to be honest, 10-6 is not that horrendous, and I'm honestly okay with that. So what week are we on? I think we're on, what, week 6 or 7? Let's see. We're on week 8. And I mean, so far, we're really taking over. And I gotta say, I do believe we're gonna win this game. With the players they have out, Traylon Burks, they also have 3 other guys out. Peter Sheronsky's one of them, a starter. The other 2 are backups, so like a linebacker and their strong safety. But with all their guys out, 2 of them being starters, that's going to be huge for us. It's going to be huge for our defense to be able to dominate. And it looks like this might be the most lopsided victory on the Bengals side so far. I've done these for now, what, I think 3 or 4 weeks. And by the way, for upgrades, I actually did go ahead and I turned down all the XP sliders, so no one really should be getting XP on either side. So it should be the same roster every single week. But, I mean, overall-wise, going to week 11, we have this pretty much in the bag domination here. Now, I think the Ravens one was the one that we had it dominated, and then they came back in the end and almost beat us. So, I don't want to get too cocky here, but I'll be honest, 144-36, I mean, chances are they're not going to make a comeback city here. There's a chance, always. But I think we might have our game simulations figured out that it's GG, man. I think it's pretty much more or less right now GG that we got this. All right, 183-41. I want to get over 200 wins. Let's get over 200 win, guys. 197. So unless the next 2 weeks we absolutely get destroyed, we should get over 200 wins here. And we do. 212-44 in our last of the season here. And let's see what we get here. 227 and 45. That's actually not that bad at all. We won our conference for obvious purposes. 227-45. We gave up 4,941 points. We scored 8,004 points. Okay, pretty dang good. Let's see how our offense did, though. I mean, in 255 games, our offense obviously had to have done something special. All right, let's go to stats right here. And yeah, so this is actually the max. 127 is the max touchdowns, 54 interceptions, 1,600 yards. Rushing-wise, we actually did get 127 rushing touchdowns, which is good. So anytime you see something's maxed out, like the rushing touchdowns here, that means we were able to run the ball pretty efficiently, right? We averaged 264 yards a game. We averaged 8 yards a carry, though. That's absolutely amazing. 8,100 yards. 8,191 is the max for that. Just keep that in mind. So that means we maxed out all of our receivers here. And again, like I said, listen, and that amount of games, you expect to max out those stats. But we're going to look at a second here. Is, again, the stats when it comes to 63 interceptions for Cheeto. Freaking love Cheeto, man. I love when I do these. I only get like 7 or 8 touchdowns, and I'm like, how? First offense, what's our defense? Defense 32nd, right? 31st. Okay, because they have the worst defense. What I want to look at here is actually going to be our schedule, though, because I want to see how most of these games went. Was it, like, more or less us destroying them, or what? So, okay. More or less kind of back and forth. I mean, some games we absolutely mollywopped them. Some games we lost 17-0. So let's look at the highest wins. The highest wins we got was 56 points, and we scored 56-10. It's the most points we scored in 255 simulations. 52-7, 52-7. Okay. 49-7. 48-7. I mean, overall wise, it wasn't that bad, really. I mean, there's a lot of games here that we won. Obviously, 244 of them. But a lot of these games, what I mean by this is that we won by, scoring or getting going 30-plus points in this contest. Which means our offense really got going. And I would not mind winning a game like this. 35-0. That would be absolutely amazing. And Joe Burrow, surprisingly enough, didn't really have that many yards in this game. 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon went off in this game. Absolutely love it. How did we score so much points, though? That's the question. Okay, so we only scored 2 touchdowns on offense? Was it kick return? Punt return? No? I don't know how we scored so much points in that game, then. Anyway, though, and our worst loss was we lost 17-0. But only two simulations out of 255 we actually lost. And it's actually 255, I just realized that. But anyway, though, only 2 simulations we lost. Which is actually pretty dang... we lost by 0 points, scoring 0 points. Honestly, how many simulations where we scored less than... Yeah, only 2 simulations where we even scored less than double-digit points. So, not bad. Again, like I said, it's going to be a tight game. Don't get me wrong. They still have a great team. But we should be absolutely fine. I mean, these are the 44 losses in this simulation that we actually got. And overall-wise, we played pretty dang good football. So, let me see real fast. At 56-1, this is like the best-case scenario, obviously. Joe Burrow threw 5 touchdowns, 335 yards, and 1 time got sacked. Joe Mixon got going. Jamar Chase went off. Who went off with our receiving core, actually? Let me check that. T. Higgins had 3 tutties. That would be a nice game as a bounce-back game from last week. Wow. We actually played a pretty good game there. And I do want to see our last one here, which is this one, which we actually blew them out by 40-some-odd points. And again, Joe Burrow only one touchdown. See, this is the game we need, okay? Listen, that's the game we need. That's the game we need out of Joe Mixon. He averaged 5.3 yards a carry, 95 yards, and 3 tutties. That's the game we need from Joe Mixon. If I'm ever going to list the game we need, this is the game we need from Joe Mixon right here. And receiving core, we didn't really get going. But you know what this game is? If we can win the game 52-7 like this, and Joe does not get touched because all Joe Mixon like that, that's a game that we need to happen, okay? I think did both these simulations end with the same result? I think these are exact same. Yeah, exact same result. It's kind of funny. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.